So as many of you guys have seen, last night, Yeat dropped his newest EP, Being Dangerous Summer. This was pretty much, a random release from Yeat. Back on Monday, he randomly popped up out of nowhere talking about, yo, I got an EP dropping at the end of the week on Friday. We listened to it last night. He dropped, 11 songs, 33 minutes, 50 seconds of pure heat. This dude, Yeat, did not miss. I'm not gonna lie. Let me move my cam. Y'all can see all of my likes right here. He went 11 for 11. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be this good. I knew this Yeat EP was going to be solid. I knew it was going to be good because I did have a lot of steam going into this new Yeat EP, and I was really excited for a new Yeat within 2025, right? Because I have a lot of, pretty much every single thing Yeat has dropped within this year, right? I thought the Bell was a hit. I thought the Bell was fire. I thought the Bell was really, really good. The Bell, I would say for me, was definitely a spark for Yeat because I'm not going to lie, I said in my last video, I haven't really been too crazy on Yeat these past 2 years, right? Since really Afterlife, I've never really been too crazy over Yeat. Before that, I was Yeat's #1 fan. Yeat was #1 on my Spotify rap for 2 or 3 years straight because this era is so crazy. 2021 to 2022, 4L all the way to Life. He literally just had the Midas touch, could not miss. Year-long run with 4 projects, and he smacked every single one of these projects. He killed it, right? But then he dropped Afterlife. Afterlife was cool. I wasn't too crazy over. I would say it's a good, album from Yeat. But then he dropped, 2093. I wasn't really too into 2093 from Yeat, to be quite honest. And then later within the year, he dropped Lifestyle. I believe this was fallish. Yeah, October he dropped Lifestyle. And I was yo, I'm not really rocking with Yeat how I used to. But then when he dropped The Bell, this was the first single of 2025. I was hold on. Yo, Yeat might be back. The Bell was fire. Then he dropped Feel No Ways. I didn't listen to this. I kind of felt like this was, a troll just for fun, right? I didn't really pay too much attention towards this, right? Then we seen the newest single being I'm Yeat, which was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. We're yo, I'm Yeat's fire. The Bell's fire. He's got some snippets. The Bunny Hop, that's fire. So all that within 2025 got me really excited for Yeat's album because like I said, nobody even knew Yeat was dropping an EP. I didn't think anybody was yo, is Yeat gonna drop an EP before A Dangerous Life or A Dangerous Lifestyle, whatever his next album is, right? I thought we were going into this next album, but we got this EP right here, and like I said, this EP was perfect. This EP that we heard last night definitely just put gas on the fire and made the flame even bigger because this was perfect to me, I'm not gonna lie. 11 for 11, 33 minutes, 50 seconds of pure heat from Yeat last night. He killed it, bro. This easily entered my top 5 for 2025. 2025 has been a great year for music, and it's not done for Yeat either because he has a whole nother album that we haven't even heard yet, right? But if it's sounding anywhere near A Dangerous Summer, he's gonna have another classic under his belt. Because for me, I'm not gonna lie, I knew this was an EP, so I wasn't expecting a lot of songs. I was okay, 11 songs, there's actually a decent amount of features, and I really enjoyed how Yeat didn't put, your typical, just expected features. This is a random bunch of features that you don't really see too often, but it works so well for Yeat. We'll get into the features later, right? But like I said, A Dangerous Summer is a classic, and like I said, this was an EP, but I really wish this was the album. I could have took 30 songs, 25 songs from Yeat because I'm not gonna lie, he had you at the edge of your seat for every single one of these songs he was hitting for. I was yo, we seen this intro for Put It On God. This intro is insane, and then the beat drops for this, and it just hits you like a freight train. This beat drop was so unexpected. I was yo, he's probably gonna start off maybe something calm. We're gonna see maybe Yeat sing over the intro. Never mind, that beat drop was insane. He ran this. I would say this is probably my favorite song on the EP. Then he went into Loco, solid. Loose Leaf, this beat is insane. Loose Leaf is nasty. All of the beats on this project were so nasty. Benny X really did his thing. I did say, I think last year, maybe 2023, I was a little bit over Benny X type beats. I feel I heard so much Benny X in those years, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what they did. Benny X and Yeat, they got that spark for me back in 2025 because they really hit a home run with this project, right? And then we go into track 4 being Oh I Did, featuring Yeat and NGYL, which like I said, Yeat definitely had a lot of unexpected features. When's the last time you seen NGYL on a project, right? The last time I really remember NGYL was that Off-White, This Not Bae, Chrome Art, This Not, that song with Uzi, which he ran. So I was yo, he ran that song with Uzi. I'm not really too tapped in with his music, but I'll definitely be there for it. And he delivered. He definitely dropped a solid verse. So this was such a random duo, Yeat and NGYL. NGYL. Was not expecting that, but it definitely did work, right? Then we go into Come and Go. I would say Come and Go was calm. I did enjoy like how Yeat gave you kind of like flavors throughout this project. It wasn't just 11 songs that sounded the same. There was like all different types of vibes, and he killed it. Yeat really knows how to do an EP, because the last EP we seen from Yeat was Life, and I believe that's probably like one of his biggest projects. If you look at the numbers on Life, it's actually disgusting. His streaming numbers are so insane. But did he one up Life with Dangerous Summer? I don't know about that. I'm gonna say it's tied for me. I'm gonna say it's tied for me because Life is actually amazing. I really enjoyed Dangerous Summer so far. I'm on listen 3 and it's only getting better and better and better, right? So that's Come and Go, track 5, pretty calm. Then we got track 6, Being ADL Is Coming, which is pretty insane. That guitar was nasty. They killed this beat 1000%. Then obviously we got the single being I'm Yeat. I'm not gonna lie, I'm Yeat's probably the weakest song on this little EP, but it was still cool. But then we got Saw Baby X Yeat, the first time we ever seen this duo come to light. Also a very unexpected feature. We should have low-key expected this feature to go down though, because we did see, you know, Yeat bring out Saw Baby at Summer Smash to perform Viking, and I think one more song. But Saw Baby in 2025, I'm not gonna lie, bro, he's on a generational run. Saw Baby has the Midas touch right now. He's just not missing. Everything he's touching is turning to gold. He watched Travis on Jack Boys too, but I can't say that for Yeat, because Yeat held his own with this song. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember the last time I've seen Yeat rap like this, because he was rapping. This reminds me of that Kanye meme. That boy Yeat was really rapping, bro. I ain't never seen Yeat get in that pocket ever before, but he absolutely killed that. I had to run this song back twice because I was like, yo, Yeat absolutely spazzed. And then you got Squid. When I already heard the beat, I was like, I'm already knowing Saw Baby's gonna walk on this. Saw Baby's gonna walk. That beat had Saw Baby written all over it, and he killed that, bro. He killed that. Yeat killed that. This is honestly like my second or one. I'd say MFU featuring Saw and Put It On God is definitely my top 2 songs for sure. I feel like it's a coin toss for number 1 right now, but Saw killed that. This is a 10 out of 10 track. Both of these dudes got an A++ on the group project, right? They killed that. Then we seen this song featuring Don Toliver, which was previewed at Summer Smash, which when we reacted to it at Summer Smash, I was like, yo, this is fire. This is clean. We seen Yeat have some slower songs before, but he killed this. I really enjoyed this Don feature. And like I always say, Don Toliver is never gonna give you a mediocre verse. I feel like I've never heard a bad Don Toliver song in my life, and that still stands because he definitely did his thing on this song right here. It's called Two Tone. I can't really say one did better than the other. I feel like they both equally pulled their own weight on this song. This beat is super clean. I didn't think we were gonna get this song. I thought this would have maybe been on Don's project, or maybe that collab if that's ever gonna drop. But yeah, this is a clean song. This is great. This is gonna sound really good just like driving at night. This is gonna hit. And then we go into, I'd probably say, the most unexpected collab, right? We got Yeat x Twigs in 2025, which I would have never ever connected the dots for these two to ever make a song, but it worked. Like I said with NGYL, it worked 1000%. This honestly might be my number 3 because she definitely killed it, especially when that beat, you know, switched. And then the last Yeat verse, Yeat was on the same beat. That was fire. She absolutely killed it. Yeat's both verses were fire. This song is just a great song overall. I'd say this like a solid 9 out of 10 song from Yeat. Great duo. I feel like there's no room to complain, and honestly for this Dangerous Summer EP, I feel like Yeat really played it perfect in terms of like, because I do feel like Yeat has like almost 2 separate fan bases, because you know Yeat obviously blew up 4L, Up to Me, you know, 2 Alive, that type of sound, right? And then we seen Yeat, you know, slowly transition into that like more, I guess, EDM, you know, space alien type music. I guess that's how you describe it. We seen it first definitely with Life, and then it slowly, you know, grew up to Afterlife, and then he just fully dove in the deep end with 2093, which 2093 was a very successful project, and I feel like that brought a whole new fan base onto Yeat, and I feel like that was probably the best move for Yeat, because now he has like the whole 2093, that whole like rave EDM type scene he could go into, right? But then obviously he came up from all of these insane Whole Lotta Red type beats that, you know, rage type Yeat everybody loved early 2021 2022ish, right? And I feel like he definitely gave both type of fan bases, I guess if that's what you want to say, what they wanted, right? Because I feel like Put It On God, this reminded me of that like 2 Alive, that money twerk type Yeat. And then obviously songs like ADL Is Coming and, you know, the Twig song is definitely more leaning into that like newer type of Yeat, and I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I haven't really been too crazy on Yeat as of late, But Yeat in 2025, he's killing it. Growing Pains was amazing. He started singing on this. Definitely did enjoy this, and overall, like I said, this is a 10 out of 10 project overall from Yeat. He killed it. This makes my hype for Yeat within 2025 even bigger. But yeah, he killed this project. I'm definitely curious to see A Dangerous Life, what that's gonna hit for. Like I said, I wish this would have been the album, because you didn't know what Yeat was gonna do with each song. Each song was pretty different. You can't say this song sounds like this. I don't think you could say that. And that 33 minutes 50 seconds just blew by like this. I was at the end of the project like, damn, I need more songs from Yeat because he killed this. But that's gonna be my overall thoughts on Yeat's newest EP, Dangerous Summer. It's kind of like a yap sesh, but I know a lot of people really enjoyed this project, and I really want to see what you guys think of this project. What's your guys' thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. Rate it out of 10. What's the best feature? What's your favorite song? Drop the top 3 songs in the comment section below. But if you guys like this video, like, comment, share, and subscribe. So MONEYMAY is it, and I'm out. Thank you guys.